You sailed away and left me with nothing to say. You already knew I would come searching anyway. So I sailed across the sea to see if you were there waiting for me. But you were not. So I sailed back with a broken heart. I waited till 3 to see if you would come looking for me. But you did not. So I fell with a broken heart.
Go.
She had the audacity to look at some, whatchamacallit, something emotional on Facebook just before we started coming on the show.
Audacity.
Yeah, she mistakenly.
Okay.
Anyway, this is Recovery Room. I'm T-Bone.
I'm Christine.
This crying one over here.
But you know what? The audacity is when you get to the point of seeing your babies or whatnot again, or maybe it takes time to get that part. When you start feeling emotions again, it's huge.
That are not fueled by
That are not
alcohol or
It's
drugs
not
or
it's not the compulsive, I'm going to jump on this right now. No, it's like to sit back and, oh crap. So, good evening.
all right,
Yes,
and we've got the minister over here. If Don would switch to him, there he is.
Hello.
Minister Sean, are you there? I don't hear him, Don.
On his time.
Are you there, Sean?
I'm here.
Okay, good.
He's a
He had
busy
you.
man.
He had you muted. He didn't want to hear the first thing you had to say.
Well, he's lucky. No, I'm kidding.
He's a smart
So you got the fan in the background and some light coming in. It's
And the
cool.
dogs are quiet now. We'll see.
Yeah, what you got them locked in the room?
Up there, Leia's on her spot on the couch, and he's in front of my man chair thinking maybe I'll drop a Dorito or something like that.
Are we allowed to come home?
If you guys who haven't been around in a while, or if you're just coming around, that's Minister Sean. This is Recovery Room, where we talk about everything recovery, and you know, we initially started this show over a couple of years ago, just based strictly on the opioid epidemic that was and still is plaguing our community. It is really turned more into the overdose epidemic, and which has been compounded by Corona and then kicked in the head by Floyd.
Do you know that actually today marks a month since Lena passed, which is my very good friend that passed about a month, no, exactly a month, but from overdose.
Time flies.
And we talked about it because she was on life support prior to that for 3 weeks. But it was that just time. So yes, as he said, July would fly. It went that fast. It went that fast from you being able to help somebody, to acknowledge that somebody is just down and out, to acknowledge that you can't, but that you can still be there. So, please. Yes.
Yeah.
Today marks a month.
Yeah.
Lena,
Yeah.
Your babies are here, and I don't want any other mamas and babies that I want are here.
I mean,
Just,
you know, you're gonna lose some people in this life just 'cause that's just the way it goes, right? Nobody gets out alive.
we're used to that.
We need to figure out a way, Don, to keep Sean on the screen more. Okay, if you can split him. Well, I mean, I'd like to have him around. You can't do it with all of us. You can't get all of us on there?
I can.
Okay.
That's what this looks like.
Anyway, so yeah, just do her. Go zoom in on her now.
I'll do that.
Okay. Anyway, so the people gonna go 100% of the time. We out of here. You know what I mean? And so I just we just tired of it being this particular way.
Right.
You know.
And the other mark of coming recently, the overdose or the isolation, and I can understand that can be kind of isolated into certain kind of categories. But at the same point, nobody realizes that everybody out there is still struggling. Sean, let me bring him back in, was talking about the homeless this morning. And as we can help feed them and help try to work in our community, we can put in this work, but we can't relocate them, and we can't actually take on the homeless population ourselves. But we can definitely feed them and try to do what we can for them, is what Sean and I were talking about this morning.
Yeah, I came across a website called Neighbors. It's a really neat little app, and it's neighbors just helping out neighbors, which is kind of like we used to do in the old days. Like if you needed help at your farm, your neighbor would come help you, or they needed help, you go help them, and it's kind of a neat little thing. This one lady had posted on there that she had these homeless people that were staying there nearby her house, and that the crime rate went up and this went up, and a friend of mine works for the sheriff's department, and I contacted him. He said no, the crime rate didn't go up. Yes, they are living there, but they clean up after themselves, and they're still people too. They're just down in their situation. And like myself, I wanted to stop by there and say, you know what, I got some canned food here that I'm not really using. Let me rotate out, and I want to bring them, a box of some canned food and say, with social distancing, have my mask on, but and drop the food off. Some people say, oh well, you're just helping them be homeless. No, they're grateful and thankful for that meal. What would you do if you lost your job, your house, your wife or husband, whatever, and you had nowhere to go but the woods? What are you going to do? You're going to pray that someone like me or T or Chrissy comes by with a box of food and says, hey, you know what? Here's some food. I got this sleeping bag I haven't used in a while, and here's some bug spray.
Right.
Yeah.
And this was this morning, Sean and I were talking about this, and we do so much to what we can to bring into our community, and the ones that now we're finding out, if they're in the woods and they're in and that's their height, but we still want to serve them as much as we can. And as Shauna just brought this up, it still comes down to, we can't relocate you, but please reach out to us if you are here and we can be of service to you. We are here to help. And I don't, he had mapped quite Monica Street, Whitfield area. But if you're right, please private message us. Tuesdays are food drop-off days. If you have something outside of that need, if you have somebody that can come, we've had great response. And please reach out, and we are here. Thank you, Sean, for passing that along.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying you guys' banter or whatever it's called.
I'm not used to T sitting back and being quiet, so it's he's like, I get to breathe.
I'm just watching and enjoying. Yeah, it's all good stuff, man. I mean, sometimes you get led exactly to where you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? And then when that happens, it makes that mission so much easier. You know what I mean? And you go ahead. No, you go ahead.
So I was, and not that I wanted to put it as, it's not ungrateful. How many times do I usually get up and actually make it to church? And even my terms of coming together with myself, or maybe getting right with my man and Lord. But now you have no idea if it's every Tuesday if we're going to pick up food to distribute it, or if it's every other Sunday when he's doing church work and doing the visuals. There's no creative. It's not like that service work, like, you're making coffee. You have to, or like when you're in a 28 residential home and you are obligated to be up for this time or this whatever. No, when you do it because you care or you have that, and it feels good. So that service work, as thank you, Sean, every Tuesday as we go pick up this food, as you see, is Sean's thank you towards his truck. He brings it down to our area in our neighborhood. He helps it all around, and it's beautiful.
She directs.
I'm just here. I won't get say nothing. Just here, but
Hey,
they,
listen, these guys thought they were just joining the recovery room to come on and talk.
And he said, I'm going to shut up for a minute. I said, well, what the hell am I supposed to do now? Sean? Where the hell is Sean? Damn it, Sean. Where are you?
Yeah, no, it's a bigger mission, bigger than all of us, and we just got to do a part. I mean, there's nothing more and there's nothing less. I don't know how else to even describe it, because at the end of the day, people are hungry. They're hungry and they need food, and like as I said, every time I think about this, all the way from the person who has picked that stuff off the vine and put in a box, and to the person that drove the truck to till it gets to the church and pastor who's there blessing it, and till it gets in your hand. There's so much gratitude that people are expressing for this stuff that's enough for all those people.
We were dispensing boxes on the 28th that said packed fresh 7/27, and so we had actually, as I walked down the plaza, I had someone ask me, go, so are these just expired now? What do I want this? I'm like, yeah, sure.
No, you don't. No, you really don't. Somebody else does.
But I mean, too beautiful. It was. I didn't know how to explain. I'm like, yeah, you want this? You want to take this home to your family?
And
Yes.
just so you know, guys, there's a new mission. You may, if this program is not extended, it ends at the end of August. And so we need to be looking for other ways, food banks or whatever, that are willing to come over here and open up over here, since we are establishing this as a kind of destination.
That has been one of our biggest. We are so grateful to the Church of Hope, and everything that comes along with it, and it brings us into this neighborhood with the resources. So every week that we can do that, we are going to be here and City Serve. I'm sorry, that's what I'm trying. City Serve and Church of Hope that have brought these
And
just
farmers to families.
There you go. Between the three of them, they're what have brought this refrigerated source to your community. And we just, right now, we want to put it in your house.
And and none of this happens like in a vacuum, guys. I mean, this kind of happens because people got to do the work. People got to get it here. People got to get it distributed. And they fed 28,000 families last week.
They're badass. Excuse my language, Pastor Scott. You're rocking. They came out with thousands of pounds of food, refrigerated out. God works in ways, and
Well, like you
you,
said,
Lord.
it's a whole network of things. Like someone's got to go out to see the potatoes. So someone's got to go out there pick the potatoes. Someone's got to go there wash potatoes. Someone's got to bring the potatoes to the thing to then be processed to be packaged. That's just one item. Then you got your celery. Then you got your pounds of butter there when the cheese that was in there, the chicken, the pre-cooked chicken that was in there.
see, that's
I'm not sure what was in these boxes at this particular time, but it's a whole network of things that it's not just, oh, well, here come this. It's not like a Star Trek thing. You press a button and there's your food. There was hundreds of people involved in just one box of food. Yeah.
Exactly, Sean. That is the beautiful thing. It's the service work, and hopefully a lot that comes through that's fulfilling. Because when you can pass that along, it's thinking outside of yourself. But yes, as you were saying, it's that time and the packaging and everything we have right now is awesome. So.
Me and T were talking about this a while back ago. I don't know how many of you guys out there remember the old food stamps when you had that little booklet.
Yeah, it was actually a food stamp.
Oh no, I never
Yeah.
had those.
And you'd be in line, and no matter what, there'd be some cute girl behind you that you're like, oh, hey, look at her, and then you followed this thing saying, look,
Yeah.
I'm poor, I'm broke, and
Yeah, and then they give you change in food stamps. You can't even get dollars back. You get change
Yeah.
in food stamps.
and those of you that
this
had even
is
the government
before
cheese,
your time.
woo!
Yeah.
I don't even know how to call that cheese. It was just yellow stuff.
Can I cash some of those in later?
Anyway, guys, if you haven't joined the Recovery Room family quite yet, please do just go on Facebook to the Recovery Room. I mean, sometimes I can't get it to say something, and today I can't get it to not talk. So I'm going to give you the show, Christy, because you got some stuff on your brain, and I love that. I'm not complaining one iota. Okay?
I'm not even trying to take it over from you.
No, go. Your show.
So what I was going to say was, to the Recovery Room family, I'm going to post it here. Please come join our family. Support
Any
questions.
comments or anything?
Support questions, comments, anything. And what I do have here is remember your goal and why you started. And there you go.
Could you look and see if we got any comments? Honey?
That's what I had. That's what I'm stating. Yes.
Nope. I couldn't hear her. She was fading in and out.
Oh, I'm just waiting. This is the day, as you can see. I'm just waiting for you
And so
guys.
I said what I had right in front of him, but he decided to.
I didn't see that you were reading a comment from
That's
from
what
the
I just
from the
did.
show.
That's what I just did. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. You know what I'd like to do right about now,
What would
ladies
you
and
like to
gentlemen,
do?
boys and girls, and children of all ages.
Not all ages.
I think I'd like to show this video. I don't think it's got any. I don't think it's got any music in it. Lately, we've been playing stuff, and it's had music, and so therefore they kind of
Oh, is it copyright infringement?
they kind of silenced it. It's like you've been censored. Silence of the lambs.
Hey, Film Flow Productions, come at me now.
All right, here we go. This is our PSA. I didn't know.
They can't.
I didn't know. Snorting that first line of Oxy would take me down this path.
Realistically though, that one's on me. That's free. Okay. But if you want to get some more, just bring a couple of bits, a couple of dollars, and we can work it out. Work out some stuff in trade. You know how that goes.
Why don't we draw the line? I'll give you
I didn't know that I would sell my body to support my habit.
So sorry, little one. Hardest thing I do.
No, I need your mom. I need your mom. Baby. No, mom. No, baby. No, mom. Baby. No, mom. No. My baby. I have to go to her. I have to go to her. No, Cataway, Cassie, no. Get away from my car.
I didn't know that I would lose my baby. That she was born addicted and she never had a chance.
You don't need a car to show you how far you can go.
I'm floating, I'm rolling down the highway. I'm strolling. How much you got? You holding? It's so hard to control it, but I like the high.
Mainlining heroin in a public restroom was not in my 5-year plan.
With the high took my friends, so I'm down with the cost to the end. I will.
Hey, baby, what's up? Did you have a party here last night? Baby? Wake up. Baby? 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 Wake up. Wake up. Baby, baby. Marianne, call 911. What's Marianne? Wake up. Get her 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 up. Oh, no.
I didn't know that last shot that it would kill me, but it did.
We didn't even know she was using. I don't know how we didn't see it. My baby. My baby's gone. My baby.
Today I may not have a thing at all. Know the end before you begin.
Hey. Yeah, that's
That's one of my quick favorites.
yeah. That one, there was this in Montana, in all places in America, they had the biggest meth problem in America, and they put together what they called the Montana Meth Project, and it was a series of PSAs, that public service announcements, that people would see, and it would be so hard and so gritty that it gave, because you can see always with any kind of drug epidemic or whatever, there's obviously the relationship with the drug dealer and the drug addict, but there's always also that family that's involved, and that family, the addict themselves, and then just more often than not, people don't tend to give the addict enough information. I mean, the family enough information, and that's one of the toughest things, So at any rate, this was one of the PSAs that I directed that I thought would do the same thing for our opioid epidemic, and as Christy says, it's kind of tough, and it's kind of tough on her, and I'm sure there's some other people out there that it's tough on, but I'm hoping beyond hope that it's tough to the point that it reminds you that it's not where you want to go.
Hey, so if I can add to Own Your Shit, and we're right here, showing that video every time you do, and as you tell our viewers, it's momentational.
Is that a word?
It
is now.
It is at the moment. Whatever. But when I had to feel like you renewed your CPR skills, keeping me off the floor, to then the life thereafter, it stirs up a lot, and it can, through, like I said, we've thankfully had a lot of addicts reaching out recently because they're looking to get clean now, because shit's hard to find, and I'm gonna put it out there. I think I don't know because I'm not in that position at the moment, but I can only imagine how effed up it was before. I can't even imagine right now. But if you're reaching out and maybe you're even looking or you're even contemplating just a thought, it's so much easier right now just to take that other deep breath and do it. And if you can't, then call us, or number, or or anything. It's there. And if even it's a thought, take that thought for today of getting better as opposed to the same thing you're battling every day. Because it's a battle, and it doesn't go away overnight, and it doesn't go away now. It's here. It sucks.
But you get better. It gets better. You know, I want to assure you that it gets better. And this is me talking to you. This is me. The only reason that I am even here talking to you is because I know where you're trying to get to, and I want you to get there. Because I want to assure you, me living it, it is totally and absolutely worth it. It is totally and absolutely worth it. And so if you are a member of the Recovery Room family and you have gone to our page, you'll see on there today's topic. I think we posted it. Today's topic was owner's manual, and this also should be on the top of this thing here. Is owner's manual, and that owner's manual, like when you buy a car, right? It comes with an owner's manual, right?
I hope so.
so that you can know which is
626.
Huh?
Unless it's a Mazda 626.
Yeah, except if it's that vehicle. But then these days you can look at it online, though.
We can all have high hopes there, Sean.
So it's like our phones, right? Like I've had 18 new phones in the last little while. And each one of those phones comes with an owner's manual, but rarely do I ever look at it. You know, I think I go and I do the things that I know, and then I do some trial and error. I mean, if it's something I really need to know, I figured out how to ask Siri.
Yeah, you still don't read the manual.
You know, Siri is like my manual. But the fact of the matter is that even a flip phone, right? Forget a smartphone. Even a flip phone, they did the research, right? And we use 3% of the capability of the phone. 3% of the capability of the phone.
What did you actually used to do with them phones?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do on flip phones. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
No, you don't take the time.
3% of.
Well, you'd call and then you'd hang up. You weren't sitting there texting people all day long. You weren't Googling stuff.
But no, your 3% was accurate. Like, you spent that 3%, you made it count. Yeah? No?
I don't know if you know. I don't know what the question is. I'm talking about you only use 3% of the phone. That's all I was saying.
But you use that 3% accurately.
Right. You use that 3% well. But there's 97% that's unused. That it could be something that you could use that would be very beneficial to you, make your life easier. But don't take the time to go into the owner's manual to look to find out how to do it, or even ask Siri. You know?
What's she calling you now? See, he made her mad. Siri's calling right now.
Anyway, so
That's on me.
Same thing applies to this thing here, right? We use so little of this magnificent, crazily magnificent machinery that we have here, the human body, you know, and we take what we know and we use it because there's so much that we don't know, right? And so what I'm proposing here, let's just say why this topic even came up and what I'm proposing. What I'm proposing is that you start seeking some of these owners' manuals. Because there's a whole bunch of them, right? Just like yoga, and there's the Bible, and then there's all kinds of stuff that is, stuff for this particular instrument to fine tune it. And so that's what I'm saying. That's the whole point of the owner's manual.
I thought you were going to go somewhere about with Don learning how to use the new equipment we got.
Hold on, let me turn you up a little bit. What'd you say?
I said I thought you were you were doing like an intro to Don read the manual for the new equipment we got.
Oh no, that was not the intro.
No, like that's why the show's better now without a lot of the hiccups that we had just weeks ago.
Oh yeah. He's doing a yeoman's job. We still got the hiccups though. Got to burp the baby.
I gotta go.
But I sent T a thing earlier today, that thing I read on Facebook where in Bradenton, this drug dealer, he had sold some not that there's good drugs, the people died because it was cut with whatever, and he got arrested for their murders. So the law's going after the people that are slinging the drugs.
It should.
Well, and that's a whole completely other conversation because, when we start talking about a healthy community and feeding people, it's like we asked that question, right? When Miss Johnson asked you what you wanted to be when you grow up, do you think anybody would have said, I want to be a drug dealer? Some would probably. Some would. I may have. My idols were drug dealers. Where I grew up, those were the people who were making the money and that had all the nice stuff and all that. But when you get older and you understand and you know the consequences, do you think that this is a career choice?
Would you now think, like, I'm looking at my children, even coming into their teens and whatever, and some of their kind of fallbacks on of you go, but that's never what you want anyone to follow into.
I remember when my teacher asked me what I want to be when I got older, I said, younger. I want to be younger. But I stood up on my desk, I'm like, I'm never going to get old like you. And then I got sent to the principal's office, of course.
What would she tell you now?
Yeah, so I think that this is part of a bigger pitch, a bigger problem, and the one that is at the center of our unhealthy community. It is a lack of resources. It's poverty. Let's call it what it is. It's poverty. It is hunger. It's just like a kid. It's hard to read. And I remember because it's hard to concentrate on X's and O's or whatever it is when your stomach's growling. All you can do is think about and hear your stomach, and so I'm thinking that it's not a career choice for a drug addict. I mean a drug dealer, and the same thing applies. It's like on both sides of this thing, and so I'm recruiting drug dealers to change your ways because if what you're doing, you've got an enterprise there because what it is, it's called distribution, right?
And you have the outreach to everyone. So yeah, right now, like, kind of making my stomach, my whole just, I'm sad for everyone that I know that is out there in need. And I'm sorry, I don't give a damn at this moment what you do, but if you could outreach and help, we'll take you too. I don't know what else to say.
For real?
Well, I mean,
You said drug dealers are not.
Yeah.
And
Well-
to feed the babies that I see and to just even whether it's what you, well, yeah, we'll take you. I don't give a damn who you are. If you have good intentions and you can go feed these babies and take care of our community, yes.
but now these, I mean, they're looking at doing, like 60 years at prison time.
Yeah, yeah. So you think that that's my point, is that you think that that's a career choice? It's like, here I am, I'm going to go out there and do something that I know that I can get, life imprisonment for. Okay, that's my choice. No, that's kind of like a necessity, and it's an economy that has been created that is going to continue to flow, because once you get a felony and you can't get a job, you got to support your family. And I'm not here standing up for drug dealers. I'm just telling it like it is.
But you understand, it doesn't even take a felony. I have, and as I come on here talking about myself, mine is a DUI charge that keeps me from doing the vast majority of what I could do. I'm a healthcare worker. I have certificates. I have everything to be out there and be on the freaking front line. But not for my DUI. So that's a classification that puts you down. And when I come out speaking, that's when I go, I want to help. I'm qualified, but I can't. That
Well,
same
you're
point, you want to
certifiable.
keep people safe, because that's all I can do right about now. Can't make money doing it, can't do much else, but at least if you have good intentions, please, everybody, put what you can out there.
Yeah, let's create a new healthy community, and what that looks like for me right now is that we create an opportunity because for me, if you stop and look at it, just like we talk about the addicts, how industrious you have to be to go out and every day get the money to support $100 to $300 habit a day. Man, if you were to take that same energy and apply it to the good things in your life, you can move mountains. And so the same thing applies to those who are out there in the drug trade, because it's distribution. What you're doing is you're putting together an organization which you are the head of. And so you already know how to operate and run a business. And I've got one that I'm looking for some people to come in, and I've started it, and I'm looking for some young upstarts that want to really do something cool. I'm looking for you guys to come and join me. And you know how to find me. If you're hearing me now and you're interested, I want you to be my CEO of this company. I want you to take it and run it and run with it. I'll give you all the information and all the materials you need. Okay. Now, when does that happen for you before? So. But it's like every other opportunity, though. You've got to reach out, and you've got to take advantage of it. I mean, it's really as simple as that. So, are we not getting any comments today or something? Because is it not on? I mean, I don't understand.
I'm not getting comments. I'm just getting people that are joining on my page, but I'm not getting any comments at all, because usually I do get some.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's Thursday. Everybody tired. I already said this earlier. Hello to Georgette.
Hey, Georgette. How you doing?
There you go.
All right, so I would be remiss in my duty if I didn't do this one thing here.
Keep him up on his duties.
I don't want to be remiss. Our deepest fear. It is our deepest fear. See, everybody thinks our deepest fear is that we're not good enough. No. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It's our light and not our darkness that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. You were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. And it's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
Yes, sir.
And we're talking about our presence. We're not talking about our words. You know, we're talking about our presence. We're talking about when you have established a certain consistency that is evident, that every time you're around your presence, people know what to expect from you. You're not wishy-washy. You're not one way today and another way tomorrow, the next day.
Yeah, so, hey, how you doing? Left field. No. Connect. And I am going on the faith over fear right now, again and again. I know he may read it every day, and I may speak about it every once that I can, but faith over fear is what I'm writing on at the moment.
Well, you know, if you can't beat fear, do it scared, is what it says. You know.
But you know how good, once you actually, you don't have to be scared anymore.
Well, good point.
I'm not going to go full into that. I'm going to concentrate on that, maybe bring that one back. But, yeah, it's a huge step. It's a huge feeling. It's a huge everything.
Mm-hmm. So what else you got going on, Minister Sean?
Well, I was getting on the fear thing. I was never scared in my life until I had my daughter. And I said, whoa! And then,
she did that to you.
I mean, I've been robbed at gunpoint, managing restaurants, almost killed in motorcycle accidents and head-on collisions, everything else. Been under the knife where they told me I was going to die. Had a 4% chance of living. Wasn't afraid. But every time I faced anything after my daughter was born, I thought, I got to be here for her. And you guys need to figure out in life, if you're out there actively using whatever else, there's someone in this world that cares about you. And as we always say at every cast, if no one's told you guys that you're loved, we love you guys.
Yeah.
You should reach out to your loved ones and tell them, hey man, I was thinking about you. I love you. Because nothing's promised, nothing's guaranteed.
Absolutely.
Love that.
It was May 8th, makes it 4 years ago, my brother passed away, and from the same disease that I have. He was walking, talking, standing, just had a blood test done. He was good, waiting on a new prescription, collapsed, went into a coma, and that was it. My doctors tell me my next breath can be my last, but I'm still too healthy for my transplant, which doesn't really make any sense, but you don't know. Nothing's guaranteed. Reach out to those that mean something to you. Say, hey, I'm loving you. I'm thinking about you. How you doing?
Most definitely. Every day. Should be every day.
I don't see it on my Facebook feed, but you see it there, right? I'm just curious that there's nobody commenting, or when is it not being seen?
Well, I mean, I'm watching it on my cell phone.
Okay, so you're seeing it. You're seeing us live and in living color.
Right now, we're doing a split screen, just me and you, T. But I don't. Maybe see if I can.
Oh well,
watch
Don says it's working. You said it's working. I guess nobody's seeing us today.
Happy Thursday.
Happy
I have
Thursday.
to see this because I link to your page, T.
Yeah.
And then the podcast comes up and I link on it.
Well, something may be going with her computer because she's not getting any comments over here. And I see them
Hey,
popping up on the
Can you
side.
send us the comments so we see that it's going through? Because I see you on there.
Yeah, there's a new one. Oh.
We had some old stuff on there. Anyway, yeah, it's just Sean said, love, 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 love. You cannot say love enough, and you can't give enough.
And here's Judy and Glenn and our loves, and I'm sorry to you all if you have been missed. We're here. We just didn't see you. So yes, Judy said, do you miss me not asking questions or something? No, honey, we just didn't see you. And then Glenn had said, the grace of God. Absolutely. I mean, the grace of God catches us every time. Amen. I didn't used to think that. Oh, definitely. Every time.
So how much time we got left?
14 minutes.
13
Let's go into
minutes.
the commercials.
Yeah, why don't you run to some commercials, Don? Good idea, Sean. Hey. I'm bright today, aren't I?
Told you.
Oh, Lord.
PeopleWarriors.com, the
Let's show
website
you,
created
Chief.
to connect our brave men and women of the armed forces, first responders, and medical personnel to our community of businesses and services that honored their service. PeopleWarriors.com, protecting our warriors who protect us.
Spice up your next event with the Hammock Haven Experience. To find out more, go to thehammockhaven.com or call 941-201-5226.
Mics are up.
The Hammock Haven. Chillax a minute.
420.
Hey, how you guys doing? There's your shabby chic lamp. That's my shabby chic lamp. I get that lamp at the
He has
Restore.
more feelings for this thing than I do.
Well, actually, I got just the shade at the Restore, and we're here at and speaking of the Onico's Farmers Market, by the way, our main sponsors here of the show, and we love those guys. We're doing what I posted as the officially unofficial soft opening of the Onico Farmers Market, located at 5108 15th Street East, right by State Road 70. We'll be providing music. I'll be with my band Gladstone.
Lane.
I don't know if it's called Lane anymore. I think they dropped the Lane off. But we'll be performing from 5 until I don't know when. But a couple of sets at least, and there'll be some food and a couple of other things, some giveaways. So this is just to get the community out and get to see this wonderful place. One of the things that why I'm so excited to be connected with these guys is because when you look at what they've done, it's part of this healthy community initiative. What they have done is offered small businesses an opportunity that it's unheard of, where their spaces are $7 a day. Mm-hmm. $7 a day. And so what you got now is an opportunity for a young business that couldn't afford the $2,000 or whatever it is a month rent in a big space, and then have to pay all the utilities and that. You got all the utilities, you got everything. And so this gives you an opportunity to build your business. And on top of that, and I want you guys to check it out and come and check it out, because on top of that, they're giving the small businesses 3 months free. So that's $210 or something a month, and 3 months free. They're giving you an extra $630.
To come in here and get on your feet.
Man, you got to come check it out.
Environment and just.
Yeah, great owners. I mean, the owners are concerned about the community. They've gotten behind us 100%.
When's the last time you actually had someone that cared about
Yeah,
you, like
yeah,
day to day?
that has
Yeah.
means. You know,
That actually followed it up. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna care about you today, but I'm also gonna care about you maybe tomorrow or the next, week. And they have that here, and they're looking to open everything to benefit everyone. It's not like a selfish. It's very cool. If anything, I just want to go shopping. So come on, guys, let's go.
No, that soft opening, that's this Saturday, correct?
the what?
There's a soft opening, that's on Saturday?
Yeah, that Saturday is probably going to start, noon, 1 o'clock, and they'll just be out there and giving some good stuff. I know that they were going to have bounce houses and all that stuff, but with the virus being what it is, you're not able. It's not doing. But they'll have some stuff out there, and the beautiful part is in the parking lot. I didn't mention this, but I will be mentioning over the next couple of days as I add to the promotion. But we got enough space out in the parking lot to socially distance. Obviously, we'd like for everybody to wear their mask. And come, and as you come as a group, try to keep it as groups under 10. And then we'll keep those groups separated.
Together, right.
And I'm going to use the dreaded new norm. This is the new norm. So for now, at least for now, it's the new norm. And but we still want to you still want to have some fun. I mean, I still want to sing. I mean, it's been. I've had 3 gigs in the last since February, pretty much, and that ain't right. I've had to make stuff up. You seen me coming in just singing on the YouTubity.
He wants to play. Let him play.
Yeah. So come on out. Yeah, I got it's a group of very, very, very talented musicians, man. And they're gonna do a little funk, a little rock, a little blues, a little jazz, and I know I didn't say country, but I guess I guess you can call Tennessee Whiskey's kind of country, ain't it? So a little bit of everything, a little something for everybody. I guess I must, I got to do a little reggae.
Are you gonna get up there and lay down some rap?
Yeah, I said the hip hop, the hippie did the hippie, the hip, the hop. You don't stop the bobbing.
Not that one.
Yeah, she's
No.
that's an inside. That's an inside joke, you guys. So we have to tell you more about that on another show.
I'd rather
I
go
was gonna have
silent.
you- Maybe you should do do an OPP, but it's other people's produce.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I did give the produce people that basket. I should go down there and check and see if they filled it up.
We have to feed
yeah.
the pigs. He told him. I didn't tell
Yeah.
him. He told him.
Yeah. So could you hit that play button?
Sure.
Because it may bring you to some more stuff there. Anyway, so yeah, Saturday, and then on Tuesday again we'll be here at the Onikos Farmers Market at probably around 10 o'clock with our food giveaway. And if you guys know of some people that are in need, man, send them down because it's pretty cool. It's got some cheese and some butter and some milk and some vegetables and some fruit and some chicken. I mean, it's a nice little package for free. You know what they say, right? If it's free, it's me. I'm there. All right. Well, that's the shot we want, Don. Thank you. That was one of them. But yeah, so that's Tuesday, 10 o'clock. We'll be here and we'll be giving it away. So.
And that's, I mean, we don't require really information, anything else. We are here. If you or somebody you have in need, please come get it. We're bringing it to this, what do you call it, the neck of the woods. We're bringing it to this area. Let's bring it to neighborhoods, and please come help us distribute it and take it if you need it, or if you have someone that can help distribute it.
something we didn't really mention. What if somebody has some canned goods that they wanted to drop off there for somebody? Could they drop off like some non-perishable food for other people? Do we have that capability?
Yeah, that's what we want to do. We'd like for people, we'll put a big can up, we'll drop off, let's make it non-perishables, obviously, canned goods and pastas and beans and,
So what I could
know.
actually say on this part, Sean, would be we were kind of asked the same question last week as we were doing the perishable foods on Tuesdays. What we would like to do, if we could start a food drive, because we do have so many thankful givers looking to contribute, that if we could start a maybe box or bin at the farmers market, or if we need to start it here, we will get information up on this week. But we are looking to extend the food drive outside of just our Tuesdays perishable. So if we have canned goods or pastas or, just dry goods that we can start distributing, we will work on setting that up maybe through the weekends. But anything right now, we will definitely set into organization and
what she said.
and set up. and we thank you all, and we're grateful for everything. And we are looking to, like I said, set that up outside the perishable foods on Tuesdays, so that then the dry goods we can then distribute out as needed, and they don't have to be refrigerated. So it's all a process, but man, it's all to be done, and it's all needed. So we thank you all for your help.
Well, you guys, we always say it's not your aptitude. It ain't how smart you are that determines how much of a difference you make in this world. It is your attitude. And so, if you have an attitude of gratitude, of kindness, of love and compassion and empathy, and just all those things that are good words. If you would share those things with the world, then the world will be a better place.
This makes you feel good.
Minister Sean, you got any closing remarks?
I just want people to, even though that storm has turned away from us, still pray for the people that it's already affected. Puerto Rico got hit really, really bad. I mean, they never recovered from the storms in the past couple years.
Yeah, they're still recovering from it.
And now, like everything there, the roads all washed away, everything all flooded there again. So just pray for those who are in the path of this thing.
And guys, be prepared. Be prepared, but don't go crazy. Be prepared. Get your stuff. Have your plywood or whatever it is you do your preparation for. Be prepared. Have it beforehand. Don't rush to Lowe's and try to buy it all at one time. It just doesn't seem right. It seems like a bunch of unprepared people.
Okay, well, see, I have to back it down back to reality. Everybody can't run out and prep under circumstances. So at this moment, do what you can do. Protect yourselves. Not trying to sound greedy or whatnot, but protect yourself. If you're out there, you need to hold yourself down, take care of your others, and
Bye.
we're here if we can help.
Love you guys.
We love you guys. Be safe. Wash your hands.
You sailed away and left me with nothing to say. You already knew I would come searching anyway. So I sailed across the sea to see if you were there waiting for me, but you were not. So I sailed back with a broken heart. I waited till 3 to see if you would come looking for me, but you didn't.